night. My name's Ray Seckler, and I'm here. Not well, but I'm here.
Ronnie Branch,
I'm Philip Scoggins.
and we're ready to do it again this week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so Philip, I'm going to hand that off to you.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about an old adage in antiques, and all the antiquers say it, and it really holds true, that something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it.
That's a good way to put that.
And
Some people's worth a lot of money in that, but you got to have a buyer.
Well,
Yeah.
you hear, items coming up, and you say they paid big prices for this and big prices for that, and then when it comes down to local, it's not going to bring that kind of money.
Yeah,
It's only worth what you can get out of it.
that's very true.
So,
Very true.
there you go.
and the other adage of it is something is worth whatever you can get for it. It's
Right.
Because sometimes you get more for it than you.
Yeah, it's what someone's willing to pay, and when they come along smiling right.
There you go.
Yeah.
That always helps.
All right.
As someone who has a keen interest and passion for antiques and collectibles, I'm always curious as to what people are willing to spend on any given item. Often while at a live auction, I, along with many others in the crowd, find myself shaking my head or rolling my eyes in disbelief as two competing bidders drive up the price well over its estimated value. The old saying that something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it played out again and again at auction. I know firsthand how easy it is to get caught up with in the moment while bidding when logic is replaced by desire. Once the reality sets in that you paid way too much, you're stricken with a serious case of buyer's remorse.
And I have had that several times.
Been there, done that a lot.
Yes.
In other words, old lust just took over. You wanted it worse than anything you ever
Yeah.
saw.
Or you wanted it just because you didn't like who you were bidding against. That's happened to
Very
me.
true, too.
Well, I can't say that's happened to me before.
They acted,
I haven't been to enough auctions yet, I guess.
this was an online one.
In an attempt to curb my spending and rein in those buyer's remorse decisions, I've established a set of rules for auction buying. Get to the venue early with pen and paper in hand. Thoroughly examine each item of interest. Note the item number and write down the absolute highest amount I'm willing to pay, and that's the end of the discussion. Truth be told, that approach sounds good in theory, but doesn't always hold up in practice. Logic whispers, let it go, and desire screams, I want it, I need it, I deserve it.
Yeah.
In the tug of war between both, desire always wins, and my cycle of buyer's remorse goes full circle. I've often wondered what it would be like to win the lottery and attend an auction flush with cash so that whatever I wanted would most likely be mine for the taking. To just stand there with my bidder card held high in the air, paying no attention to who's bidding against me or how high the bidding climbs. No buyer's remorse if you don't have to really focus in about how much you spent, right?
You're right.
The ultimate price you paid wouldn't matter. But as quickly as that fantasy enters my mind, it quickly takes flight, because knowing I could get whatever I wanted would take the excitement and the anticipation out of bidding, and just may make me the unwitting focus of a crowd who vocally sympathizes with the losing bidder. Some years ago, I was at an auction in a rural town in Kansas. The crowd was fairly large, as there were many desirable lots on the auction block that drew people from far and wide. Included was a collection of several antique and vintage stiff bears. If memory serves me, there were 6 in total. Once the bidding commenced, there was a flurry of bids from the floor. As the bidding quickly progressed and the bids got higher and higher, many of the bidders dropped out, leaving just 2 active bidders, a young woman near the front of the room and a middle-aged gentleman in the back. The first 3 bears sold to the gentleman. Each time the young woman would drop out of the bidding at around $200 mark. I admired her discipline. Clearly she wanted a bear, but had set a maximum amount that she would bid. On the 4th or so bear, she went higher. Didn't know if she did so because she had more interest in that particular bear, or strategized that perhaps by going a bit higher, in her bid, he would be forced to concede. Unfortunately for her, he outbid her once again. By this time, one could sense a palatable shift in the crowd's demeanor towards the gentleman, with whispers of, "That poor woman, she wants a bear so bad," or, "Good grief, does he have to have all of them?" Or worse, calling him a bully. There was even a few low boos that resounded through the room when once again claimed another bear. To be fair, being booed was out of line, and as were the comments made. That gentleman had won those bears fair and square, and while I sympathized with the crowd, the young woman over the disappointment of losing out once again, it still did not make the crowd reaction right or warranted. I believe most everyone in the room, myself included, held their breath as the next to last bear was brought forward. Back and forth they went for several minutes, much to the delight of both the woman and the crowd. He dropped out at around $200. Finally, she had won. When she was handed her furry new friend, which she had waited so patiently to claim, the crowd erupted in thunderous applause. She stood, acknowledged the crowd, held her bear close, and was seen high-fiving those around her. As I looked around, most everyone was wearing a huge smile. To me, the exchange that happened between two strangers bidding against each other for the same item became more than just an attempt for each to be the winner. This was a lesson in humanity, of total strangers coming together and rooting for who they perceived as the underdog, joining her in a celebration when she finally claimed her prize, and of a man who graciously and I believe knowingly and willingly bowed out so that this young woman, a stranger who never gave up on what she wanted, would not have to leave empty-handed. One of my best auction experience ever. Everyone in that room walked away a winner.
Yeah. I thought that was just a good little example.
So do you know anything about was it stuffed bears?
I don't know anything about those. But I just thought that was a good little story, and our listeners might like to hear it. I know you're wearing your Alabama hat, right?
Well, I want to start off the season right with a winner.
Yeah.
I noticed y'all heard me, a winner.
It looks like a new one. So
Yeah,
somebody throw away your old one when you weren't looking?
Well, I had about 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
No, Roger, we call, I can't even call people's last name anymore, we're getting so old. Anyway, his brother passed away, and I used to buy my hats all the time from him.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of them he was trying to get rid of after his brother passed away, and he come in the other morning and just gave us all new hats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, all
veterans. He had veteran hats and football team thing.
Yeah.
One old boy, he had a Marine hat on one side and a Georgia hat on the other side, and he looked like one of them investigators from Scotland Yard.
Huh.
Yeah, we all had a good laugh out of that, but they some mighty, mighty fine people.
What were you calling him, Sherlock?
Sherlock Holmes, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like me, didn't look like him much, but he...
Well, do you have any tickets?
Huh?
You got any tickets yet?
No.
You know, they're bringing a little money.
The
Just the old tickets.
football tickets?
The used tickets.
Collectible
kidding me.
tickets. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, sure.
that's what we're going to talk about. One of the things
Wow.
we're gonna
Think
talk
about how many concert tickets you could have stuffed away.
It's a shame what I throwed away.
They bring a little money too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my luck, though.
Yeah.
I have the first year the Titans went to the Super Bowl, me and my brother were season tickets holders, and we won the season ticket holder lottery. So we got to
Wow.
buy face value tickets for the Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Wow.
And they gave you there was like I guess like a little cushy seat in every seat of the stadium, and a little giveaway bag with all kinds of little trinkets and stuff in it. And I put all that stuff away as soon as I got it, and it's packed away for. Eventually, the Titans will, I'm hoping it'll be about 40 years. They'll
Was
make
there any
another
way
Super
you-
Bowl
Yeah,
run,
and then
it'll be worth a lot of money.
then you'll
by
be
I
then.
was
able
gonna
to
say, is there
sell
any way
your
you can go
ticket.
ahead and sell them? I need a loan.
I say I don't think they're worth anything at this point. They gotta make another Super Bowl
Yeah.
run, and then they'll probably be up on
But
eBay.
for the price you pay for them, it's nice to
Well,
be
that
able
was,
to watch them grow in value and get a
Sure.
little more and get a little out of them.
my dad told me, like, me and my brother at the beginning of the season, it was their inaugural season in Nashville, and he was like, "Tell you what, if they go to the Super Bowl, I'll buy you tickets." So me and my brother are like, "Dad,
Guess
are
what?
you still up for that?" Because both of us had young kids at the time. The face value on the tickets were $200 each.
Wow.
Which was 1999, I think.
Yeah, imagine
Or
what
no,
they'd
it
be
would be
worth now.
2000 right at because it was in February. So, but that was the most expensive ticket I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah, go buy one now.
And those were face value too. Those weren't,
What did it cost to go in and see some of these rockers today?
the average. You can go like to a club. The club tickets are like $35 now.
Yeah.
A big concert like in downtown Nashville or something like that.
Depending on where you sit, too.
You're like between $75 and $$300.
Depending on where you sit.
Yeah, the cheap seats are $75.
That's
and
about like buying a cigarette for $5 a pack. You're killing yourself with either one of them.
they're going up quick. But the shows are better than they used to be. Like all of that crazy lighting and all that stuff that they do now, you got to pay for that. So I do kind of see that. And also, people don't sell. You don't sell albums like you do anymore. People just download music and stuff.
Yeah.
So you really make your money
where
touring
they make
nowadays.
You got to tour 24/7.
You got to tour to survive now, which is I kind of like that because that makes the bands that are that can actually perform.
That aren't
them.
too
I
old.
saw Steven Tyler, I believe, one of the groups was on
Aerosmith.
Fox News or something last night. I said, "Boy, Fox is hurting for news, aren't they?"
Man, Steven Tyler, he was big in the '70s. I can't
Man,
tell
he
you how.
looks like death.
I'd say he does.
I guess I do too, but he looks bad.
Boy, he's old now.
Let's
Yeah,
see,
he's got to be.
You've been through a lot, but you probably haven't even gone through half of what he.
I don't
And
even
now-
know what he's done.
He's putting out country albums now.
Steven Tyler?
I knew,
Yes.
I knew he did
Well,
one.
he fits right on in. Yep. With what they call country today.
His parents were music teachers.
Huh?
His parents were music teachers.
I
They
did not
failed
know
him,
that.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wasn't nice. Was it? I apologize.
It's all right.
And bless the pygmies down in New Guinea.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to tell you a little bit about these football tickets. If
Well,
we can get our composure back.
okay. Well, actually, Tiffany's coming
I
in.
think
Here
Tiffany's
comes
coming to tell us
Tiffany.
it's time to pay.
Shut us down.
She's
Here
probably
we go, Tiffany.
We
You
just getting wound up.
bump us to the commercial break, and then we'll come back with collectible football tickets.
Yeah, it
I was
sounds
going to
like a
take us to
winner.
commercial break and then thought maybe we'd come back talk about football tickets.
All right, that works.
Is that a better plan?
That's a better plan.
That's a good producer right there.
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
Hey everybody, we're back with Talking Antiques, and the number here is 728-1320.
All right, folks, we're back, and old Max come see me the other day. First time I seen him in a long time. I thought maybe something had happened to him. He got a lot of money, maybe from the lottery, and won and went off somewhere.
Did you ask him about that?
Well, he wouldn't have shared it with me if he had it, because he knew I'd want to borrow some of it.
Probably golfing money, don't you? Like
Probably
Yeah, he's
golfing
been
money.
winning.
play for $100 a hole.
Yeah, he
kind of
don't
thing?
mess around with us fall type people.
Yeah.
Big bucks.
Okay.
We told him we was going to talk about football tickets.
Okay, so though the National Football League is a relatively young entity, football has deep roots in the United States. One way to claim a part of the game's heritage is to show off a ticket proving that you were there for, say, Super Bowl I, when Green Bay Packers quarterback Bart Starr connected with wide receiver Max McGee on 2 touchdown passes, which alone were enough to secure the Packers' victory of the Kansas City Chiefs. The final was 35-10. Tickets for that game bore the same image as the game's program, a close-up photograph of a football player's bronze-sculpted face staring intently from beneath his helmet. Other tickets worth collecting include those printed for college games, especially between rivals like Army-Navy, Alabama and Auburn, Stanford and Cal, Michigan and Ohio State. The places where such teams play can all tug at the heart and purse strings, whether it's Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, a.k.a. the Swamp in Gainesville, Florida, Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor, the biggest in college football, or the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Ticket collecting is also, or ticket condition is also a big factor, which is why untorn tickets with crisp corners printed before the advent of barcodes and scanners are always in demand.
Good. No one even thought of such.
Yeah, boy.
Let's say so while we were at commercial break, I checked see about my Titans Rams ticket, and somebody was asking a buy it now $450, and boy, if I could get $450 for mine, it's for sale. By the time I get home, and then I checked on sold auctions, and it went for $50.
What'd you say they cost $200 when you got them?
I think it was $200. We got one I can actually look at it, because this is section 300, which is where I was at.
Yeah. Okay.
I was a couple of rows from the top.
That's pretty good chunky money
I
back.
never could figure that out. I can sit at home television and see everything going on, but now if you go there, you got to have bifocals and everything else.
You don't have no close-up cameras unless you carry some binoculars.
There you go. Let's see.
It looks like it's in good shape.
It's in very good shape. Like I say, you keep it in good shape.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a price on it.
Wow.
Oh no, $325, all taxes included. So I was wrong. It was more than I thought it was. $325.
Yeah.
No, man. If me and my brother had to pay for those at that point, yeah, we
So your
might not
dad,
have gotten
you couldn't
together.
talk your dad into it?
No, my dad paid for it. Yeah, so
Okay.
he was good to his word. He paid
Help
for
him
it.
insert his foot.
He was like, he said, boys, you better hope they lose, because there's only one way to go if they win, and that's down. But they've steadily done that anyway, so they didn't have to win. Okay, so
we got some tickets there.
let me refresh my search on this.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
that really had some good things going on. Many of them old rock concerts and things I was at
Oh,
in the
man.
early days.
We'll look up some of
Just
them
one
and
of the
see what they're
tickets.
bringing.
Absolutely.
I run with bands that nobody knows of today. And they the ones started all this.
Okay, here we go. Here's a 1998. Oh no, this is a rookie card. Sorry.
Yeah, that don't count.
Where am I? Okay, these are people trying to sell their PSLs.
No, it's amazing the things that are collectible today that are worth so much money, and a lot of people listening in probably has got things back in their days that they never dreamed would be worth nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got some here. Okay, here's a 1935 NFL championship game, Lions versus the Giants. It's not in great shape. And they were asking $2,500 and took a best offer,
So they got something
which
close.
was north of $1,500. $1,500 is the first one. Then here's a 2017 Super Bowl ticket, signed by Tom Brady, PSA
Wow.
graded. Same thing. They were asking $2,500, but they got more than $1,500. Here's a 2018 Super Bowl ticket, Philadelphia Eagles. Patriots, this is not signed, and they got around $1,500. Here's a Jerry Rice and Chris Dolman, NFL debut ticket stub, the 49ers versus the Vikings in 1985. And they got 20 bids for that, went for $1,400.
Wow.
Just because it was Jerry Rice's.
Well, now listen, have they straightened out on that
rookie game.
kneeling and standing up for the?
You know, I think the way that they've decided to get around it is they're not going to show it on TV anymore, because the whole idea was to protest on TV.
Right.
And if you take it away, then. But actually, they passed a rule to make it against the rules to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to.
They'll quit doing it, if they don't get any publicity.
Yeah.
I know we have a right to do this and do that in this country, but I think when you disrespect your flag, to me, and your veterans that have fought and died,
Yeah.
and there's not a race barrier there at all, because all of us have got loved ones that
Oh, yeah.
fought and died in
Yes.
this country.
Yes.
All right, here's next one we got on the list is a Super Bowl IV ticket stubs. Actually, there are two of these, and for Super Bowl IV was 1970, Kansas City versus Minnesota. The buy it now price on the pair of those was $1,200.
That's the money for
That's
some
the
used
money.
concert tickets.
Now you see, if that was
football
1970 and mine was 2000, so that's 30 years
30
years earlier. So yeah, I'd just hold off for
Now,
another
that's going to be a good
Another
counterfeit.
30 years.
another
20
30 years, and
20
I'll,
Won't
and
that
I'll
be a
get
good
it.
counterfeit?
Hey, you're right. So you're halfway there.
Mine's got holograms on it, so yeah, they've got to kind of keep them from counterfeiting. That was the
okay.
thing. Let's see, we have vintage Oakland Raiders 1961 season tickets.
Season tickets.
Let's see, 67, 74, 76 AFL Championship, and 1975 stubs. Oh, so you just got one ticket for the season ticket thing. $1,000 was to buy it now. Somebody paid
$1,000.
for
You can
that.
say I went there.
Oh man, I can't believe
I
somebody
was
paid
there.
$1,000 for old tickets. Here's a 1942 Rose Bowl ticket, PSA grade of 8. Guaranteed authentic. Let's see, if it's PSA graded, you got to kind of
Yeah,
trust
it's got to
that.
be authentic.
Buy it now was $759. Man,
How many of them do you wish you had? Handful.
here's a 1993 Super Bowl autographed by Troy Aikman. That's kind of cool.
pretty good.
That's PSA grade of 9.
That's good grading.
$750 was to buy it now on that. Nobody's letting people bid on these. Well, here's a 2018.
They put them on buy now. People are jumping all over them.
The 2018 Super Bowl ticket got 3 bids on it. Went for $709.
You know, them Manchester and Tullahoma games get pretty hot sometimes. They might be worth something one day.
You could, if you find the right person.
Well, yeah.
I want to see.
Somebody played in it.
Yeah.
Didn't have a ticket.
Let's see what the price is on these here now. Oh my goodness.
$2,700.
$2,700 was the face
God
value
almighty.
for that ticket.
Now we're just asking what it costs to go now. There it is.
Well, that's
For
lower
season
level.
ticket.
That's a lower level too. So
Yeah.
seventh row
Okay.
Super Bowl ticket. That probably helps make it that much money. But man.
Well, what amazes me is see them sitting out there and at 20 below zero.
Well, you know,
Now,
Hands.
I like to watch a ball game, but I'm not that much into
now
it.
I had when I was going to the games every week, I had a country music friend of mine, Rich McCready. He bought me a Titans sideline jacket, and it was the same jacket as what the Titans wear on the sidelines
heck.
during the game.
Was it warm?
And you could wear a T-shirt underneath that thing, and it'd be 0 degrees outside. You were fine.
They had some real
It
jackets.
was amazing how good. I've still got that coat, and when it is cold, I'll pull that out
I
because
was
it's
fixing to ask if you
amazing.
had to keep the coat.
Now your legs are freeze. Now it didn't come with a matching pair of pants, but the
Somebody will think that up next. Though.
as far as your upper half,
They
it
probably got some.
was amazing. Here's another one, Super Bowl with 23 from 1989, the 49ers versus the Bengals. Jerry Rice was in that. PSA grade of 10.
I can't get no better than that.
Yeah, they were asking $2,000, and they took a best offer that was right at $700. That's a pretty big cut on your.
I believe I'd held on
best
to
offer. I don't know. Here's a 1941 NFL champion ticket: the Chicago Bears versus the New York Giants. PSA grade of 4. It's torn.
Yeah.
They were asking $1,000, and they got $700 for it.
Missing, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was torn.
Yeah.
December 21st, 1941. Boy,
Wow.
that'd been a
They
rough
probably-
time in America to be.
Yeah, during the war, or when
Yeah.
the war was starting.
Yeah. San Francisco 49ers game ticket stubs and season ticket booklets from the 1950s. Oh, there are 11 of these. There were 42 bids on that. I went for $700.
A lot of people wanted it.
Yeah. It was a 30-yard club was the so I guess they had 30-yard line tickets in the area.
I tell you, you have to keep stuff like that behind glass or something because it'd be so easy for somebody to borrow it and not bring it back. You know?
You gotta,
Yeah.
I forgot that mentality, you know.
Yeah, well, it's you can't, or those things. I mean, they take up so little space. You can just just as long as they're not
Put 'em
pushed in the
anywhere.
back of the door.
Well, I'm
where
bad
they're
about
getting
putting it in
crushed.
my billfold and forgetting I left it there, and then when I go back to get it, it's
True.
destroyed.
Well, when I first started working for the TV
Here
station,
she comes again. You
I
guys.
got sideline passes, and I shot for 3 seasons from the sidelines of the Titans, which was really cool. And I've got all those press passes and stuff for
Yeah.
those. So maybe
that's
those will be
something-
worth something
That's
eventually.
something everybody don't have.
It's true. So.
Is it time to pay the bill?
Again,
All right.
It is. You okay, Mr. Ray?
I'm working on it.
I'm worried about you.
I know it.
All right, stick around and stay tuned. More Let's Talk Antiques happening here on your hometown station, Thunder Radio.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking.
All right, folks, we're going to get back into something really wild here now. I mean, I've thrown things like this in the garbage can.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, this absolute sickening.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we never. If you don't know, you don't know.
Bad news. My heart's getting bad on me. I don't need to be hearing what y'all going
Yeah,
to tell me.
we'll probably get down to some of the bands you worked with. We'll see.
We'll try not to jar you too much.
So we've gone from sporting event tickets to concert tickets, and the highest priced sold ticket on eBay recently was a Beatles concert ticket, the whole ticket, for the Hollywood Bowl, August 30th, 1965 show. One ticket, $1,600.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, have for a used ticket.
Yeah, let's hang on. Let me even see what the original face value was on this thing here. $3. $3 was the face value for that.
What
concert.
it cost to start with. Yeah, and it's worth a little more now.
It was $285 or $282 with 18 cents tax, which
Wow,
yeah,
in '65, $3.
$3 to see the
That's
Beatles.
amazing.
Man, if they were alive, what would it cost today?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God.
Paul tickets are more expensive than that.
Yeah.
So here's a very rare vintage Beatles at Budokan, Japan concert ticket from 1966. It says the Beatles on it at the top, and then most of the rest of the writing is in Japanese. $1,500 was the buy now on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you how much that says it was. How many yen or whatever.
There's another Beatles for White Sox Park, August 20th, 1965. There were 3 bids on that, went for $710. And the Beatles Candlestick Park, August 29th, 1966. 9 bids on that for $702.55.
That White Sox cost $5.50.
Ah. And next on the list is a Woodstock ticket, which
Yeah, that's
David,
different.
I've seen David showed me his in a solid block of some kind of something to
Yeah.
preserve it.
I can imagine what that's worth.
Acrylic.
$700 after 5 bids, and the face value of it was $24. It was $8 per
Pretty good
day.
return on your investment.
Big time.
Yeah,
You still got to watch it.
so this is a 3-day ticket too. Yeah. Here's another Beatles ticket for Christmas Eve, 1964. $550 for that one. Let's jump through the Beatles. There's too many of these here.
Beatles, or there's a lot of Beatles. Grateful Dead.
There's a Grateful Dead, 1969. 16 bids on that for $300. That's Winterland, October 24th and 25th. It's actually 2 days show.
Yeah, that's sold at a live auction event.
Local pickup only even.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here you go. Here's Led Zeppelin. February 25th, 1975. Oh, from Denmark. No, January 12th. And it cost whatever the price was $250 for whatever that would in Brussels you would spend. So anyway, that went for, or they were asking $300 and took a best offer, but that was north of $275. There's a Beatles program from Milwaukee, Wisconsin concert,
That's different.
and the ticket stub. 11 bids on that for $263.
I see a Kiss down there.
Oh yeah, wow!
I'd just
Kiss
like to
came
have
in there.
the itinerary of some of them that I was working with.
Oh,
I
you
had
can look
Michael
all that up
Jackson-
on the internet now.
Yeah, I had the Michael Jackson before he was the top name. They was Jackson 5.
Oh yeah.
I had the venue and all that stuff. Man, it'd be worth a gold mine today. Just
We never know, Ray.
Here's
Y'all get old, you'll know.
there you go.
You got the Kiss Destroyer?
Kiss Destroyer 1976 in Texas concert. They were asking $300 and got probably somewhere around $250 for that. It's in really good condition too. And here's one. I was at this show. Here's an Iron Maiden concert T-shirt and ticket stub, vintage, well worn, from 1985. One of my first concerts. I had that T-shirt and a ticket stub. And
So you had $220.
14 bids, $220. Wow.
Still got it?
No. Yeah. So I used to keep all of my old concert tickets in a toolbox, but it disappeared during one of my divorces.
Ah,
Oh, no.
To put it,
You wouldn't have thought
not
a
to
woman
put
would do
too
that
lightly.
to you.
I don't want to call
they
it out on
always
the
they
radio,
always want
but-
to take what they know you like.
So it didn't make it to the next house.
And the T-shirts get wore out.
Yeah. Now I do have I saved a Pink Floyd 1986
Well,
concert
that's
T-shirt when they did a reunion tour. And it's very worn. So
Yeah.
at one point I decided I'll just stick that back.
32 years old shirt.
Save it for my museum display.
There you go. Put it in the museum.
Here's a Kiss Dynasty tour from July 28th, 1979 concert ticket. They were asking $270 and took a best offer that's probably right around $200. That's not a bad deal.
Got an Allman
Lots
Brothers.
of Beatles. Here's an Allman Brothers concert ticket dated May 8th, 1971. Complete, not torn, but it's very worn around the edges. $200.
Wow.
Here's
Got a Judas Priest.
1984 Judas Priest concert shirt and the ticket stub.
Judas Priest.
I like Judas Priest.
I wonder if they were the same person who bought a ticket and saved their shirt.
Wasn't that the one that
and
sold
selling
out
these.
Jesus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind
Judas,
of.
yeah,
Yeah. There you
that's
go.
right.
Judas. there you
Yeah,
go.
Judas was.
That's Judas
But he was a
Iscariot.
priest. Whoa.
For what? So many silver coins?
That's like the Grateful
There you go.
Dead. You know,
Got another
I'm
Woodstock.
grateful some are
Yeah.
not performing anymore, to be truthful.
This Woodstock only brought $175 for some
And
reason
it's
on
another
that.
3-day ticket.
It looks the same.
Live auction event.
Yep. Here's a vintage lot of 56 concert ticket stubs from the 70s and 80s.
Now, I'd like to know what I was in that one.
Yeah, now that's for my era back in those.
Let's pull this up.
You know, they were some nice people, though. They weren't, you know.
Yeah.
I know
Oh, they
what
were
they were
just-
promoting, but I didn't realize it at the time. But they still were not. Some of them was just super guys.
Yeah.
Okay. We got Bachman Turner Overdrive from 1978, Styx from 1978, REO Speedwagons from 78, The Kinks from 79, 2 Rolling Stones tickets from 1981. One is unused. One is Loverboy from 1980, The Who 1982, Kansas 1982, the 2 tickets of the Doobie Brothers from 82, another REO Speedwagon from 81, The Cars from 82, Journey from 1980, Missing Persons from 1982,
Wow.
A lot of good. They
Yeah.
piece them out.
Kiss from
Makes
83,
money.
Triumph from 81, 3 Rush tickets from 1981, AC/DC from 1982, the Moody Blues, Black Sabbath, David Bowie, plus many more. So yeah, that's quite.
That was a good buy.
Yeah, they were older than me because I
And you
was.
know, you don't never hear. Of course, you're not going to in the day. Music has changed so much, but all those names, boy, that rings bells.
I'm
big time.
telling you, I don't really care to listen to all this new stuff.
Oh, I wouldn't give you 50 cents to hear none of it. I mean, I'm old, you know, but
I must be getting there because it just
I mean, they
rattles.
could eat a bale of hay in there
It all
without
sounds the
clothes
same.
on. I wouldn't pay to go see it.
It all sound the same to me.
Uh,
If you heard one, you've heard them all.
that's about right.
They all sound the same.
Well, if you listen to the guitar carrying on, you can see it's some scale over and 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 over. In other words, they try to
you-
drive you crazy.
Are you saying they only know a few chords?
Well, I'm saying that's probably true. They know how to work in vibrators and those guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here's an Iron Maiden.
Yeah, no, that's the same tour again.
That was in the lot.
Oh, you went to that one, Ronnie?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that.
Philip said he did.
I was
Oh,
at,
Philip did.
I went and saw that tour. Now,
Well,
probably
Philip,
not that show.
he's one of them
That was
high
probably
class type people.
that was probably $140 ish.
Yeah, I was like in 9th grade, so yeah.
Had to go.
I was gonna say you had to be awful young to see some of them because I remember I was in my 30s probably.
Okay, we have a Ramones,
Oh, cool.
$131.
Wow. I've got a 1976 Kiss concert ticket stub and the photographs that they took when they snuck in a camera.
Yeah.
And there's about 7, 8, 9, 11 photographs. So they were asking $190 and they got about 150.
Yeah.
So
You know, I turned down working for them one time because the preachers had just started coming out about all this Satanism and stuff,
Yeah.
and they exposed that KISS supposed to meant Knights in Satan's service and stuff. I turned them down. I wouldn't work for them. And I guess from then on, I kind of got leery.
I think that was
Yeah.
mostly promotion, don't you?
No, no, I don't.
You don't?
No, sir, I do not. Because so many have died tragically, and some, I don't know.
Because of
That's
kids.
another story, but
Oh, okay. All right, we've got a vintage lot of 21 1970s and 1980s rock concerts ticket stubs. Everybody from Ozzy to AC/DC to Van Halen.
And they had Eric Clapton.
Yeah,
Oh,
14,
that's the next one.
14 bids on that for $136. Let's see, I got Led Zeppelin 1972 at the LA Forum. 1972, yeah, okay. This is just like a little, like a 1.5 by 1.5 inch end of your ticket. $130 was to buy it now on that.
that's just for an end.
Yeah, it's a floor ticket too.
That Led Zeppelin there, you see,
Yeah,
they play out seating
yeah. Well, it says floor though
on the ticket.
at the
yeah.
top. So, I guess floor. You still had your seating area. Yeah, $6.50 was that show. Man, I remember when tickets cost $12 and
They
stuff.
would even let you smell their clothes
And
for
you thought they were
$6.50 now.
Here's a Black Sabbath from Gothenburg, Sweden,
Had
1974.
been a good concert.
$180 was the asking price, and they took about $120 for it. Here's your Aerosmith one with Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
His 1978 Aerosmith concert ticket from Lakeland, Florida. They were asking $140 and got about $120 for it.
That's where Tyler was from, was Florida.
Here's a Pink Floyd
Here's your Pink
vintage
Floyd.
framed set of 3 original concert tickets from 1967 in mint condition. Now they were asking $150 and got about $100 for it, and that really
That
seems
was a
like
good buy.
that was a good buy. That's what not that I'm going to spend $100 for 3
Well, you
old
could
concert
sell them
tickets.
one at a time.
Yeah, I guess
Probably
so.
get $100 a piece out of them.
Errol Garner, vintage 1964 concert ticket and program. Do you know who Errol Garner
I
was?
do
I
not.
was trying to say, who in the world? I never heard
I
that.
do not.
1964. I don't know. It's $100. And the tickets was sold from Denmark.
Well, I was like April Wine. I hadn't heard you mention them. They were out of Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a bunch of nice people.
Yeah. Here's the Cure from 1992. Concert T-shirt and ticket stub. $100 was the buy now on that. Here's a Grateful Dead from 1980 Mississippi River Festival concert ticket. It's torn.
Okay.
4 bids on that for $100.
Errol Garner was a jazz pianist
Oh, a jazz pianist.
and composer.
Well, that's cool.
And he played
Here-
swinging ballads.
Here's our first Elvis one.
All right, what's Elvis doing?
He was playing at the Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1974, June 28th, 1974. A $10 ticket, in
Wow.
74. That's pretty high price.
Yeah.
$94. That was way more I guess the Beatles ticket was a little earlier, but it was $3, you think.
Yeah.
Here she comes again.
But, Elvis, he brought the money.
David Bowie from
And Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy Stardust, 1973.
Shoot.
Torn in half, $82.
Wow.
Boy. Oh, shoot. I'm playing the wrong kind of thing then.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking, David Bowie. You want some, right?
Yeah, we want some. Play it on.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, folks, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques, and Tiffany's going to let us have a few more minutes.
All right, we always need a few more minutes.
Yeah.
What's that about? Come on, you reading your email? Really?
Yeah, sorry.
Really, Philip?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not your line.
Good thing people know what y'all talking about.
Okay. So, we're going to talk about some movie memorabilia. We'll finish up the show with that.
Okay. So whether it's fantasizing about the life of a movie star or wishing you lived in a galaxy far, far away, movie memorabilia resonates for millions of people regardless of their position and place in society. Some are drawn to horror movies, others prefer film noir, and who doesn't like a classic cartoon?
I do.
You can collect based on artifacts associated with a favorite star, such as Marilyn Monroe memorabilia, or items aligned with a particular film, although fans of Wizard of Oz are forced to focus about things other than those fabled ruby red slippers, since the originals reside in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Like the films themselves, movie memorabilia comes in all shapes and sizes. Vintage animation stills, movie posters, and movie photos are some of the most popular film collectibles.
I like the animation cells.
Yeah, I do too. I wish they'd go back to, what was that big chicken that used to pick that dog up and spank that hind end
Foghorn
and run?
Leghorn, yeah.
Yeah, he was always my favorite.
I introduced my
It was decent,
10-year-old to
clean,
him
you know.
the other day, and she
They
loved
weren't
him.
trying to teach the kids craziness like they do today and with all this other
Well,
stuff.
that was a bit of craziness, though.
Well, I mean, it was crazy, but it wasn't witchcraft and all the stuff they put in there now. I mean, you know, kids are, no wonder they messed
They're
up.
bombarded with some wild stuff nowadays.
Well, I
Original
guess the reason I messed up. Excuse me. I didn't mean.
That's right.
Original movie posters are relatively scarce because they were often destroyed by the movie theaters at the end of the film's run. But rarity is not the only reason for the high demand. Vintage movie posters from the 30s, 40s, and 50s commonly depict some of the most beloved stars. Movie photos that were taken, designed to appear as though they were taken in the course of filming but were normally posed, show stars in exquisite details. Naturally, the oldest of these sorts of photos are generally the most prized, as are autographed movie photos.
Yes.
Lobby cards, also called window cards, are another collectible category. Unlike movie photos, which were printed in limited editions, and movie posters, which were often too large to be properly stored, lobby cards were printed in relatively large numbers, so there were plenty of them around. Despite the fact that they aren't in short supply, some individual lobby cards, and especially certain sets, still fetch quite a price, especially for classics like King Kong. Movie props and costumes are also highly collectible. Props most often available as authorized replicas, but sometimes prop masters will unload their personal collections, which gets original items out in the market. Costumes are often considered museum pieces, are the sorts of things that raise eyebrows at auctions. The most expensive example being Audrey Hepburn's little black dress that she wore in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Fans of particular stars, cult films, or popular series such as Star Wars accumulate movie memorabilia, as do people who are infatuated with Hollywood power couples, Bogart and Bacall,
Yes.
back in the day, Pitt and
Bowie and
Jolie more recently. When it comes to movies themselves, some of the films with the most devoted fans include Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, and The Lord of the Rings. Sometimes a clamor is simply a question of supply and demand. For example, James Dean memorabilia is extremely popular, even though he only appeared in 3 films before his untimely death. Because his career was so short, there is only a limited amount of Dean memorabilia. Conversely, Greta Garbo was extremely popular, appeared in numerous films, and lived a good long life. But Garbo almost never signed autographs, which makes her scrawl a rare prize indeed. So,
See, no, I didn't know that.
yeah, I have one thought is, do people collect movie tickets? Vintage movie tickets before?
Well, let's
I was
see.
going to ask you reckon some of them Marshall Theater tickets over in Tullahoma are still around?
We're fixing to tell you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's one thing Manchester and Tullahoma both, I think, messed up by getting rid of those indoor theaters
I
in town.
can't. I
I'd like
can't
to
at all
stay.
understand all
The
that. Yeah.
drive-ins or the indoor?
No, the indoors.
The indoors?
Well, even the drive-ins too.
Yeah.
They just had to go rebuild them.
Yeah.
Some beautiful artwork in those old theaters indoors.
Yeah, I got kicked out of the Marshall several times when I was a
Hey, you
kid.
better not tell that on the air,
I'm not
Ronnie.
going to tell it.
Vintage drive-in movie tickets, a roll of them that were cost 50 cents originally by the Crumsville, Pennsylvania, $65.
Is that just the little thing that says admit one?
Yeah.
Ronnie, if
Yeah.
your mother's listening,
I
I'm
got-
going to tell her you told me what it was, and I won't.
Okay.
Didn't
She's
want her to
probably
know.
listening.
Here's the Evil Dead movie stub ticket from Japan. They wanted $118 and got about $50 for it. Here's let's see, Dawn of the Dead movie ticket from Japan,
Dawn of the Dead.
$52.
That's more than it cost them to see the movie.
That's
Yeah.
that true.
John Carpenter's The Thing movie ticket from Japan. Why are the only Japanese one?
Japanese must collect a lot.
It got about $50.
The graphics on that.
Yeah, those are really nice
Nice
printed tickets. Yeah. Star Wars ticket stub movie set from Japan for the first 3 films. They asking $52 and got somewhere around probably 35 or
I'd
so.
like to have those.
Here's a Hard Day's Night Beatles movie ticket at a drive-in movie, and it's got really cool. It's like got the Beatles printed on the ticket with cutout around it. It's a pretty
Nice.
special ticket, $32.50. So you don't get quite as much for those.
But it don't cost as much to go see them either.
Yeah, well, nowadays just about. But
I mean, you know.
Super Mario Brothers movie invitation flyer ticket stub from Japan, $38.50. 1959 Ben-Hur, $40. The Warriors movie flyer and ticket set from
Oh, I
Japan.
watched that.
That got about $20. Here's the Sound of Music ticket stub and envelope that it came in from 1967, $19.50.
That's all it brought?
Yeah.
I would have thought that'd been more than that.
E.T. the Extraterrestrial from Japan, $30.
Now, it seems like Japan's big on these.
Yeah, so I don't. Maybe these are just pretty and nice.
Had a caller asking about old snapper push mowers from the 60s.
Okay, we can check that out, sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, we had a caller ask about snapper push mowers from the 60s.
Snapper, I can remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real good brand. Really good
Yeah,
brand.
it was.
Still is.
Top of the class.
Still is.
Let's find.
Mine down the road here.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I never even thought about a lawnmower and stuff like that. Not everything's collectible anymore.
Why, yeah.
Find anything on it?
I see a pair of wheels for $42.
From a snapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A vintage
Well,
snapper.
you got wheels on that thing, you got $42 anyway.
There you go. Well, yeah. A pair. If you got all four, then you got it's
if you got four,
$84.
you're doing good.
I know. I don't see a whole lawnmower. And we've gotten down to $30 stuff, so
You would think it would be more info on that, don't it?
let me modify my search here.
I was going at it a different way here.
I know it got more out of a lawnmower than I ever did a concert ticket.
I've got a vintage 5 horsepower snapper commercial push lawnmower. Went for $145 and it runs.
That's not a real old mower, though.
That's a pretty
I
old
don't
mower.
see any vintage ones on here.
It came from Alpharetta, Georgia. Let's see if it can.
Haven't been there.
No details on
He
it.
said his was in the 60s.
Yeah.
Color.
We'll have to look at that and get back with you
Here's
next
the one
week.
that says a vintage snapper lawnmower self-propelled bagger classic for restoration. It has 16 bids on that for $30. These are different brands.
Probably
Weed
get that
eater.
much from recycling. Good.
Now there's a real lawnmower.
There's a 1930 push mower with a sickle push mower.
I've actually used one of those.
$217.
Wow.
We had fancy grass in my backyard when I was a kid, and we had one of those, but it was a gas version. So.
Fancy. Not everybody has fancy grass.
A fancy sickle. It
But
was
then
like-
there's Philip.
It was putting green
I
grass.
I agree with you, Tiffany.
Moneybags
there's
Philip
Philip.
says what?
Everything's fancy.
Exactly.
Wow.